Hi, I'm Shilley, I'm Jack Shilley, and welcome to another episode. In today's episode, I'm going to be focusing on the strawberries, which is high, you can see here. Now what I'm going to be showing you is how to look after these strawberries when they're in fruit, so how to harvest them. I'm also going to show you some care and feeding tips on how to ensure that your strawberries are producing right the way through the summer and are healthy and strong for your strawberries. So at the moment, as you can see, these strawberries are your strawberries by this frame. Now what this is the You can buy these walk-in greenhouses relatively cheap from garden centres and places like and we've just taken the top half of it off and then we've covered it in a net rather than the actual greenhouse. Now what this does is it stops birds and such as squirrels getting inside and eating the squirrels. Of course you don't have to use a frame like this. It allows you to easily cover them and take it on and off relatively quickly and ensures that nothing's going to get into there or chew through it. Other options are just hanging birds, deter CDs, or using deterrents. So what I'm going to show you first is how to know when you're high. So these are our strawberries. Well, I've removed the frame, as you can probably see, so now they're accessible to do any of the care you need. It's just really simple, just lifted it off. But what I'm going to be talking to you about first, as I mentioned, was the actual harvesting and how to know when a strawberry is ready for harvesting. Now, it can be quite tricky because you might think that some of them are quite ripe, but you turn them over and the other side is still really ripe or almost white in colour. What you need to remember with strawberries is that as soon as they're soft to touch, relatively soft, and they're red all the way around, then you can harvest them. So we've got one here, which is this one. Now this is red all the way around. It's soft to touch in most places. Now it's not fully ripe. You can eat it now. I wouldn't say it's the best that it can be. What you can do is you can harvest this to save it from being damaged by the weather, and then you can store it inside or you can put it in your fridge, and they'll ripen gradually over time as well. So you can harvest them when they're sort of like this colour, which is relatively pale, but they're going to ripen inside and ready for you to eat in the next couple of days. Now when you're harvesting the strawberries, all you need to do is literally just separate them from the plant itself. So you've left a little bit of stalk at the top, that's going to help to keep them fresher for longer. You've left the green crown at the top of the fruit, again that's going to help keep it fresher for longer. And there is your strawberry, homegrown, and they taste so much better. Now these ones here that we've got, they're red on one side, but they're still very pale as well, and we've got a lot more pale fruit coming through, just starting to develop. So they're going to be ready in a couple of days, and the very pale fruit that's just started to develop will be a couple of weeks. So we're going to have a decent crop carrying on, at least for, well into, I'd say into August at least, before the fruit starts to slow down its production process. So next what I'm going to be talking about is how to ensure that your strawberries are going to